Hi guys, I wanted to go over this week's assignment. So this is week 11 and you will be focusing on conclusions and implications for practice. This is step 4 of the EBP presentation. So we've been working on the steps of the EB presentation throughout the course. We have just completed step 3, which was the critical appraisal. This is step 4, and on next Wednesday, the EBP presentation is due. So next Wednesday is the 25th of July. So I just want you guys to all see if you can go through the parts to the assignment and make sure that you have a clear understanding of what is due, and also ask some questions if you don't. But for this video, what I want to look at is just what is in week 11. So we will go to units. And week 11, there is these Appendix H. So in the discussion for this week, you're going to post your Appendix H. I have this open already. So Appendix H has asked you to put in the total number of sources or level of evidence, the overall rating, and the synthesis of the finding. And then it will ask you on the second page to what recommendations you would make based on the evidence synthesis. Ask some directions for how to use this form. What you will do here is you will put the total number of sources. So if you have, use an example of a really well done table. So here we have this, we have 4 total sources. We have one level 1, a level 1, a level 2, and a level 5. So we'll put, we have 2 level 1s, 1 level 2, and 1 level 5. Then we'll say, what are the overall quality ratings? So this is based on the JBI tool. And the 3 levels they really had were to include, exclude, or need more information. So that's what you could put there, was an average of all of the sources' overall quality rating. So if we look at the table that I just had pulled up, we had the 2 level 1s, and they were both high quality. So we put that level 1 in high quality. And then the synthesis of the findings that answers the EBP question. So in this table, the 2 level of 1s, the findings that answered the EBP question. So for nurses administering medication, does the use of distraction-free medication zone reduce the future risk of medication errors? So here we said study findings that help answer the question. The intervention showed a decrease in interruption, but direct link to decrease in medication errors are tenuous. And that's one of the results there. In the second level 1 said there's weak evidence for the effectiveness of the interventions to reduce interruption rates, limited evidence for the effectiveness to reduce medication errors. So limited evidence, weak evidence. Okay, policymakers should proceed with great caution. So if we go back to the table, we will report the synthesis of the findings that intervention is not proven to be effective. So in this level here, we have 2 sources, we have high quality, and they're saying that the intervention is not effective. So we'll do that for the level 2 and the level 5. come down here and say what are the recommendations. So you're going to look at your PICO again and say that based on the information that you found in your review of the literature, you would either yes, recommend this intervention be implemented in practice, or no, that you would not recommend that the intervention be recommended for practice at this time. So the best way to do that, to quantify this, probably go down here and choose one of these four. So you're going to say there's strong, compelling evidence, consistent results, solid indication for practice change, good and consistent evidence, good and conflicting evidence, little or no evidence, no indication for practice change. Consider further investigation for new evidence or develop research. In this case, you could say there's strong and compelling evidence, consistent results that say that practice should not be changed. So if you've done your Appendix G correctly, you should be able just to quickly go count up your number of studies that you have at each level, say what the quality is. Look in this column here about the findings that answer the questions, and then make your, that's called, would be synthesizing, and then you make your recommendations based on this synthesis. So in our EBP presentation assignment, you have now completed Step 1, your PICO question, Step 2, your literature review, Step 3, your critical appraisal, and Step 4 is this week where you're going to make conclusions and recommend whether practice be changed or not. So make sure that you look into the EBP instructions about the presentation guide. There's instructions here about how to do Google Slides. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that interruption. So this is the presentation guide here. You got your technical instructions, submission instructions, a link for the rubric is in here. Please let me know if you have any questions about this. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.